So right now we're looking at the Citrix Client Hypervisor. This is a new product that we're working on. Right now what happens is you power on the system and it'll actually boot up and it'll basically look like you're booting into regular Vista. So the user experience is really much like you would have with a regular laptop. It's going to come into Vista, and then this is, we're calling this the personal environment. And so here I have all my music files. Right, so this is my personal music that I might have bought from Apple or another vendor, and I might also have my own files, maybe pictures of my kids or travels that I've taken. One of the things that we wanted to make sure is that we made this a very high performance, high definition user experience. So this environment has full access to the 3D graphics hardware. So here's an example. This is a high definition video that's playing on the system, and you can see the graphics are nice and crisp. I've also got a drawing here. This is a 3D program, so you can see that 3D graphics are not an issue at all. And you still have access to all of the Vista capabilities. So you can see I can actually use the Vista toggle. So you really give up none of the performance of the system, you just get a lot of flexibility. So now this is the personal environment, and by just hitting a hotkey you can move into the corporate environment. And so this happens to be running Windows XP, and I've got my corporate office applications here. I've got a PowerPoint up, and this is actually showing you kind of architecturally what the system looks like. There's a bare metal hypervisor that rides right on top of the hardware, and then you have your different virtual machines on top of it. And it's important to note that this is a very secure, locked down environment, so I can have my top secret documents, and we have total isolation from the personal environment. So you could lock it down to even the point where you're not able to move files or talk to these, or have these two environments talk to each other over the network. So this is my personal environment here. I can do whatever I want, and then I can move back to my corporate environment. It's locked down. This is also centrally created and delivered down to the system. So as IT makes changes in terms of adding new applications or modifying the operating system by adding patches, those are actually going to be synced down to the system for us automatically. And then my files, so this Plan for World Domination file, it'll actually be synchronized back up and backed up on the central systems. Meanwhile, this is basically a free-for-all over here. I can do whatever I want. IT doesn't really have to provide any guarantees around this environment here. So thanks a lot for taking a look at the Citrix Client Hypervisor.